Well, thanks, Ken. We're at the Fladeboe Echo Center, and joining me today is Ramon Alvarez. He's with Alvarez Electric Motors Company. Thanks for joining us on the program today.
Thank you, Paul. Thank you for having us.
Now, what made you bring a concept like this to the United States and especially to our public here in South Orange County?
Well, now we've realized that the public has now accepted the electric car as part of the automotive fiber. And what we're trying to do is bring a car inexpensive enough for the mass public to be able to purchase this car, starting with our Echo E at $99.95.
Right. And the Echo E, that is really a two-seater car, very friendly for local neighborhoods, and it actually has a range of what, 25, 40 miles?
30 to 35 miles an hour, Paul, on a single range. It is for a two-seater, and it has a trunk. If you want to go shopping, grocery shopping, you can put all your grocery shopping back there as well.
What I liked about it when I sat in it earlier was it has a lot of headroom, and it has a lot of, there's a lot of room space in there, so you don't feel crowded like you're in a golf cart or a smaller vehicle. It's actually an electric vehicle, right?
Correct. It's not a golf cart. This is a registered vehicle with the Department of Motor Vehicles in California. As a matter of fact, that's a very good point you bring up. When you register these cars, you get the registration back. So your registration is a refund from the state of California because it's an electric car. So there are savings even there.
Now, you've not only made the electric car, the Echo E, but you also have a van and a work truck as well.
Correct. We wanted to have in our portfolio a work truck. And our work truck has a carrying capabilities of half a ton in a working truck. The van has the capabilities of carrying 6 people. So we wanted to have a vehicle for every aspect of what a consumer wants to use that car for.
So is it difficult for you to market the electric vehicle when you're really going to the consumer and you're kind of going to the business as well on the commercial side?
Correct. This car is not for everyone, clearly. This car is for the person that does not want to get on the freeway, that would like to save themselves anywhere from $500 a month to $700 a month. It's a low-speed vehicle, so again, you do not have to get on the freeway. If you live and work in your community, this car is perfect for you. If you live here in Irvine and work in LA, this is not a car for you, but you can have one of the other Fladeboe cars that you can buy. Exactly. So again, it's not a car for everyone, but the savings more than pays for itself when you actually purchase this vehicle.
Well, I'll tell you what, it is perfect for our community, Laguna Woods Village, because not only we already have our golf cart paths that get us to the shopping centers, to the religious places, and also to our city hall and community center. This kind of vehicle, though, would be able to access those streets and get them around Laguna Woods Village, correct?
For Laguna Woods, it's like we made these cars for Laguna Woods, because this is exactly the type of consumer that this is intended to. Consumer that lives within their means, can transport from point A to point B with one in an electric car where you're not contaminating, because our goal is not, anybody can sell a car, Paul. Okay, our goal is to sell a car and save the environment, protect the environment one car at a time. Right. It's not about selling cars. It's about being very sensitive to the environment, not being dependent on crude, not polluting the air, protecting what we have for our kids and our grandkids, because if we keep going the way we're going, we're going to be in trouble.
That's right. Well, not only do we have people in our community that could utilize a car like this, but I see people in our community that have motorcycles as well, and you happen to have an electric motorcycle, which I find interesting.
Yes, we just came back from China. I found a company that has an electric freeway motorcycle that goes 65 miles an hour. I rode in it, so it's not something that somebody told me. The motorcycle is here to be shown, and it is phenomenal. I mean, the torque on the motorcycle is just like, it's better because the electricity is 1-to-1, where on the gas it takes a little bit of time, lag time for the accelerator to come in. So it's an unbelievable. We're going to sell that for $89.95.
Right. Now, I got stuck at an intersection coming here to Fladeboe and watching a guy at the gas station changing the gas prices. Just seeing at the intersection, the price went up 12 cents. So how does this compare as far as savings if you're able to utilize this vehicle, basically drive the same distances compared to gas?
We did our calculations, and it's about 3 cents a mile. And even if you're sitting in the corner, the price of electricity will not go up. So it's almost jovial of how substantial the difference is. It costs you about $5 a month in electricity. where you plug it into a regular 110 outlet. You don't have to redo your garage like, for example, the Nissan Leaf. You have to redo your garage, and it's like a $7,000 ticket. This, if you have a 110, you're going to be able to charge it, and you charge it overnight, and it's good for the very next day.
I know you're excited about another vehicle that we don't have with us today, but that's a vehicle that you're building and going to be bringing out as well, and that's to help our disabled people.
We have signed a contract to be the North America distributor for an electric handicap car. And this is very dear to me because I've been looking for a handicap car because nobody pays attention to those people. Even our veteran handicap that come back from war and protecting our country. And this car will not only provide transportation to a handicapped person, we provide the wheelchair, we provide the car. It's gonna be less dependency on that handicapped person to be dependent on somebody else. It'll create a much better quality of life, which is what we're looking for.
And what attracted you to partner up with the Fladeboe Automotive Group? Because here in Irvine, they're well known. Ray Fladeboe was well known throughout Southern California for many years. What attracted you to that association?
I was fortunate enough to meet Mr. Fladeboe 18 years ago when I became a Lincoln Mercury dealer. He was a Lincoln Mercury dealer as well. And we became friends since then. And unfortunately, we lost him a couple of years ago. But I wanted to have our first dealership in a great location near a segment of the population that could take advantage of the electric cars. And it clicked on me when we decided to choose our first dealer to come to Fladeboe and have a friend of mine be the dealer. Now it just happens that Denise, the daughter, is running it, and she is as environmentally friendly dealer as I will ever meet, because she gets the importance of electricity. She gets the importance of being environmentally friendly, because there's some dealers that I've talked to, Paul, that I got to tell you that don't even know what an electric car is. And so those dealers won't be Eco Center dealers. Right. But Denise gets it, her crew gets it, her team gets it, her Pat Thomas, the general manager, gets it. So it's refreshing to bring a portfolio of vehicles to a company that absolutely gets what you're doing. Right. And and on top of that, the association with Laguna Woods, that's just like a little cherry on top.
Right. Well, we'd like to thank you, Ramon, for joining us on the program today. Sounds like a great opportunity not only for the Alvarez Electric Motors Company, but Fladeboe Automotive as well. Reporting from Irvine, the Irvine Auto Center, I'm Paul Ortiz. Now let's take it back to Ken Goldenberg in the studio.